Hi, this is Mr. Mulsom with your ninth grade study skills class final project. Due date on this is going to be May 13th. Your final project is going to be a presentation that you will create, and you will also narrate, and it will describe your disability and the accommodations that you need in school, along with all of your strengths to go along with that. And that'll be in the classroom and also outside the classroom. The presentation will be no longer than 10 minutes long, and you will use this presentation to present to your teachers when you enter their classrooms so that you are able to advocate for yourself. You will do this for the next 3 years of high school, and something you need to learn to do now and also after you get out of high school. The objectives for this assignment: you need to be able to identify your disability or disabilities, demonstrate your strengths in the classroom and other aspects of your life, demonstrate that you understand what accommodations you need in class and why you need them, demonstrate that you can advocate for yourself, and use technology to positively impact your life. Some of the project requirements: define and describe your disability. You can't just go in and say that you have a learning disability. You need to be able to describe, give the textbook definition of it, and then also describe it and give specific examples of things that you struggle with. You will need to list your strengths that you have in the classroom, such as if you're a good hands-on learner, you need to have that on there, or if your listening skills are very good. For example, if you are able to sit and listen to a teacher lecture and pick up the information that way, as long as you're not having to write down notes, you need to make sure you make that very clear. If you pick up information better by reading the information rather than listening, you need to note that in your presentation as well. You need to list your accommodations that you have used in the past and will need to use in the future. For example, if you have gotten notes ahead of time, and that way you're able to sit and listen without having to take your own notes because you pick up the information better, that's something you need to list and talk about why you need that. If you are someone that has tests read aloud to you, again, you need to note that and make sure you can explain what it is that having them read to you does for you. If you need extra time on tests, you need to put that. And if it's just because it takes you longer to process information, then that's how you need to describe it. Also, you need to talk about the personal side of you. Talk about your family. Talk about your mom and dad. If you have brothers and sisters, cats and dogs, anything. Just anything so that teacher is able to get to know you outside of the classroom. Your interests, whether it be sports or music or art or traveling, whatever it is, you need to have several of those on there. Then also your goals for high school and your goals for after you get out of high school. You need to help the teacher get to know you the best they can. The requirements for the presentation: no more than 10 minutes in length. You need to speak clearly. That will help you be respected by the teacher. You need to have correct spelling and grammar. You need to have an accurate description of your disability. You need to be able to list at least 5 strengths that you have. You have to be able to list all the possible accommodations, and that's something that I can help you with, but you have to know them yourself and be able to discuss them at length. You need to have at least 3 things that interest you outside of school, and that should be very easy to come up with. The way you will know if the objectives for this project are met is whether or not you can advocate for yourself. It's a very important skill to have, and you need to be able to do it the rest of your time in high school, and then also when you get out of high school. If you know what your strengths are, you'll know you've met that objective. You know what accommodations you need. That's also very important for you to be able to know that for yourself and be able to manage that on your own. You can understand, if you understand and can explain your disability to someone else, not just what your disability is, but what it's like for you. Somebody that does not have that disability needs to be able to understand what it is you feel like. And also, the last objective to meet will be that you have used technology to positively impact